Oh my goodness. Okay, can you guys hear me? Wow, that is amazing. I've been muted for almost a half hour, so you guys didn't hear anything that I had to say. Amazing. Uh, let me know in the comments if you guys can hear me. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. It's incredible. Okay. Uh, all right. Now there's someone that put some type of comment here. I have no idea what that means. I'm jerking those big lips. What does that even mean? I don't know what that is. Amazing. Amazing. Um, okay, so I'm glad that you guys were able to hear me. Um, so what I was basically stating was, what is the purpose of celebrating Women's History Month? What is the whole point of celebrating Women's History Month? If there's anyone in the comment section that can tell me what is the purpose of celebrating Women's History Month, please place it in the comments, or you can do this. As a matter of fact, let me go over the etiquettes again, because again, I was speaking for about a half hour and nobody heard what I was saying. So, if you happen to join my show, I need you to hit the like button if you're tuning into the show. Leave a comment during an after show, like the live stream, and obviously, if you want to join the show, the link is at the bottom. And as a matter of fact, I will leave the link at the bottom of the screen. There's also a link in the comments section in the event that you would like to join the show and be a part of the show. Or you can listen to the show. Either or, I am okay with. So, again, what is the purpose? What is the purpose? Okay. Um, the women, I mean, I'm trying to think of something that a woman was able to do, or that women as a group were able to do, in which they were able to successfully contribute to our society. What did women do as a whole that made a positive impact within our society? I mean, were the women the conquerors of the world? Were the women responsible for conquering other countries? Were the women responsible for laying down the laws of these very nations? Were these women? I mean, did the women, come across gold and silver and and other minerals or materials that were good for trade, um, in order to create commerce within our nations? I'm trying to figure out, what did women do? What did they do? What was the purpose of these women having to be celebrated? Why are we celebrating women? Why? Okay. I mean, if I mean, what? Why are we celebrating women? I mean, are we celebrating women for being the most educated? I mean, what are we really celebrating? Because unless you want to consider this something to celebrate, then this month has no purpose. I mean, I want you guys to take a look at this. All right, just look at this. I mean, if you want to celebrate women being the most educated, Okay. But women, as they're attending college, they're also contributing to the massive debt that we have when it comes to student loans. Now, in a whole, we accumulated 1.7 trillion dollars in student loans, but as of 2020, women have held about 929 billion of that outstanding student debt. And what has it contributed to? 929 billion, and yet women are producing less than 20% of actual revenue that they can actually put towards the economy. 929 billion, yet the average woman um the average woman only generates $37,000 a year. So, if you took every single woman that lives in this country. Now, granted, I mean there are far more women than there are men. Women outnumber men by about 3 million. You take every single woman and you apply that $37,000 income. Would it be enough to actually erase that $929 billion debt? That's a lot of money. $929 billion of debt is accumulated by women. And what is it contributing to? 1.7 trillion. Now, I'm going to do a little bit of math. 1.7 trillion minus 930 billion. 770 so $770 billion is left. So that means 920 1.7 trillion, $770 billion. That is a lot of money. That is a lot of money. So the vast majority of the debt or the student loan debt that is created, I mean, the vast majority of student loan debt is created by women. And what are they engaging in? Things that don't necessarily pay, but yet the woman wants all of the pay. Isn't that amazing? $929 billion. And the US government is trying to dump that now on the taxpayers to have to be responsible for paying all of the debt that these women have accumulated, in which resulted in very little to zero jobs. I'm talking about jobs that actually pay a significant amount of money. Very few women are going into science, into careers that involve science, technology, engineering, and math, where the vast majority of the high paying jobs lay. Because again, women do not want to engage in hard work. They want everything easy. But yet they're accumulating all of this debt that's not really resulting in any type of uh, revenue for the country. That's amazing. Or what are we celebrating? Or are we celebrating the freedom of women? Well, let me show you yet another form of what these independent women are behind. So as you can see here, this came from the website of the National Organization for Women. This is the very thing that they are trying to promote. All right? I want you guys to take a look under the newsroom section. March 14th, 2024, on Equal Pay Day, we double down on economic justice. Equal Pay Day. Women want equal pay for an unequal amount of work. Hmm. Equal Pay Day. Women should get paid as much as men? Well, it would make sense if the women were doing the same type of work. Well, we all know that that is not true. So, if a woman decides to work as a secretary and a man decides to work as a doctor, should the woman get paid the same amount as the doctor? It's the question. Or you know what? That's too easy. Let me make it a little bit more complicated. Let's say the man and the woman are both doctors, because that happens. Should the woman get paid as much as the doctor? It depends, right? I mean, that would depend on a variety of things: experience, uh, specific working days, salary negotiated. Um, what has sis- what we know for sure is that most women do not know how to negotiate their pay because women don't really understand the worth that they put in. Uh, when an employer tells a woman this is what you're getting paid, most women will take the bait. Most women in general tend to take whatever is given to them. Whereas if a man working under the same position were to come in and the employer were to tell them how much they would get paid, then the man, based on the experience and based on the initial pay, would then decide whether or not to take it or whether or not to negotiate the pay. Because in the end, you men tend to know what they are worth in the market and they tend to negotiate that, whereas a woman will just take whatever is given to her. And yet these are the same women that claim that they need more pay. Incredible. Also, here's another one. Tonight's State of the Union, this is for March 7th, 2024. Tonight's State of the Union made it clear that women's reproductive freedoms are on the ballot this year. Reproductive freedoms is another term for saying that women should have the right to murder the unborn child in her womb. Oh my goodness. Is this what we're celebrating? Women have came a long way in wanting to voice their opinion and wanting to murder the unborn child in the womb, and they should have every right to do so. Hmm. But why would a woman want to murder the very thing that she helped procreate? Could it be because these women are a bunch of irresponsible sluts and would rather want to have sex like a bunch of dirty little whores that they are, as opposed of being responsible mothers and wives when engaging in sex? Well, that's because these women are not responsible mothers and wives. They're a bunch of dirty little sluts and whores, and they feel they should have the right to kill the very thing that they helped procreate and call it something else as opposed to calling it what it is. Call it women's reproductive freedoms as opposed to calling it abortions, because it makes the woman feel good. Remember, if you were to tell the woman what she was really doing, then it would make the woman feel bad and not want to engage in that act, which is the very thing we should get back to doing. But carrying on, then you have January 10th of 2024, urge members of Congress to fund WIC, SNAP, childcare, and rental assistance. Oh, another thing that we should celebrate women for. Women wanting your tax dollars to remain poor and to give them a reason to behave like a bunch of dirty little whores and irresponsible sluts and procreating bastard children in order to receive funds from we the people. Is this what we're celebrating women for? Really? This is the celebration of women. Is this what the celebration of women is all about? Is this what the celebration of women is all about? Because I find it amazing that a woman claims that she doesn't need a man for anything, yet she still wants the man's paycheck to contribute to a woman wanting to procreate bastard children so that we can continue to fund the woman's welfare in being an irresponsible, dirty little whore that are going to have a bunch of bastard children ending up like Bebe's children that end up being and criminals, beta males, and homosexuals because all of the criminals are coming from single mother households. All of the criminals, the vast majority of the criminals, are coming from single mother households. We know that to be true. And I don't have to post any statistics to know that a child coming from a single parent household are 9 times more likely to commit a crime, to be a victim of committing such a crime, and are more likely to become homosexuals. All right? Emotional men is the type of men that will decay any society. When we have a society that is ran by emotional men, the nation itself becomes weak and meek and meager, and a nation that can easily be overtaken by other nations that are led by strong men. Isn't that amazing? Amazing stuff. January 10th, 2024. So these women are looking to urge members of Congress to continue to fund welfare because women need welfare to make it on their own. But I thought women were so strong and independent. So what do they need welfare for? If they're so strong and independent, why can't they independently make it on their own? If you can independently procreate a bastard child out of wedlock because you chose to be an irresponsible slut, then why can't you independently take care of that child on your own? What do you need? We, the people, are mainly, why do you need a man's tax dollars to care for your bastard children? Why? You're a strong, independent lady. Do it on your own. Amazing. And then for October 6th, 2023, tell the senators women need paycheck fairness now. You notice how women are asking for a whole lot while producing very little? Never mind what the woman does, never mind if she has experience, never mind if she contributes to anything that would require an increase in her pay. Women need equal pay now. They get paid more. Men get paid more than the women, and it's unfair. Well, first of all, Who told you women that you are even effective in the labor force anyway? All right. If we did a poll, if we took 10 women in the room and we told them that that the type of man that they're looking for will be willing to take care of them financially and put them in a position where they don't have to work anymore, 9 out of 10 of those females will take it. Women don't really want to work. They work because they think they have to work. But women don't really need to work because the expectation of providing is not does not fall on the woman. Initially it does if she's a single mother and she chose to procreate children on her own, But the moment that a man is willing to come in and provide the providing, then the woman is going to expect the man to continue to do so. Okay? If the woman has been taking care of her children on her own and all of a sudden she comes across a man who is willing to provide for her and for her child, that woman will continue to allow that man to do so. Do you think a woman wants to go 50-50 with a man, or 49 or 49-50 with the man? Absolutely. Or 50-49 with the man? Absolutely not. That woman's going to say, "Hey, that man saved me. Now, now what's mine is mine and what's his is mine." That's the mentality that the women have. So fellas, all right? Um without what So fellas, bluntly, what I'm telling you is stay away from a single woman. I mean from a single mother. They can't do anything for you. Stay away from the single mother because there's no benefit in being with them, because they're going to expect you to take on the financial burden of taking care of their children while having zero authority over the very children that you are taking the financial burden on. You'd be a fool to take on a single mother. Do not do it. Let these women demonstrate how strong and independent they are. Let them sink or swim on that. Amazing. Sorry, guys. So it's just one of these things that I have to show you. That's why I'm trying to figure out what are we celebrating women for? What have women done? In the olden days, when things were perfect, the woman understood her role and never overstepped her role. She never really wanted to do something that was not of the woman. Oh, amazing. Nice. So we have a person here. We have Jordan LeGroux. Jordan, can you hear me, sir?
Yeah,
Amazing.
you're welcome.
So have you been listening to the show?
Yeah,
Okay. And so what is your opinion on the show so far?
welcome.
I'm sorry?
Um, bye. Walking my wheel, okay?
Wait, I'm sorry?
Alright, then.
You like it?
Yeah, I need you. You good, summer?
Okay. How old are you, Jordan?
Rabbit?
How old are you?
Rabbit?
I'm sorry?
Rabbit!
You are 11?
Yeah,
Okay.
walking my, yeah.
Okay.
You
How
got for me, go ahead, okay? Okay.
I don't I'm not quite making out what you were saying. Are you speaking in another language, or where are you calling from?
You can got fucking not ever, your people got get raw. You key on it? Well, okay.
Amazing. I think this person is from another country.
Yeah,
Okay. Nice. Well, nice. I appreciate I appreciate where you're calling from, wherever you're calling from. Amazing. So it is one thing to figure out what it is that we are celebrating women for. Why are we celebrating women? Why? What is the point? What is the purpose of celebrating women? Once we figure that out, then this will be relevant. But no one will be able to come out with anything of relevancy to even celebrate women for. Isn't that amazing? It is amazing. I find it funny that we are celebrating women for what these women I mean, for why I don't really know. I really don't understand why we're celebrating women. I would like to know. I would really, really, really like to know, but unfortunately, in the end, these women, or in the end, Women's History Month is mainly just that. It is women, it's just people celebrating um, women for no reason at all, just to say that they want to celebrate women. Again, if you guys can find out anything that a woman was able to actually contribute to, please leave it in the comments section. I would love to hear it. I would love to hear it. Okay. Or maybe we are celebrating women for being so independent. Are we celebrating women's independence? Is that what we are celebrating? We're going to celebrate women being so independent that a woman can come forward and accuse other men of raping them, which we all know is hold on one second. Someone is stating that I'm muted. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you can hear me in the comments. Let me know if you can hear me before I continue to keep before I continue. I want to know if you guys can actually hear me. Leave a comment in the comment section and let me know if you can hear me. I don't believe I'm muted though. I mean, I can hear my microphone. So I don't know why it's coming off that well, I don't know why it's you guys are saying that I'm muted. I don't know. I don't get it. Testing, testing. Well, I can hear my microphone, so I don't believe to be muted. So I'm just going to continue. I'm sure I'll play it back, and if I am muted, I'll just edit the clips where I wasn't, so that uh you you as the as the spectating audience will be able to hear parts of the live stream that shouldn't be muted. So, all right. And trust me, I don't need to mute anything. I don't need to hide anything. So just want to make sure that you guys are hearing me. Okay. For the ones that are joining in, please leave a comment in the comment section if you're able to hear me. All right. Leave a comment in the comment section if you're able to hear me. All right. Well, that's fine. I'll just continue anyway. I'm gonna be wrapping up in a little bit anyway. So, guys, back to what I was saying. I mean, are we celebrating a woman's independence to be able to express whether or not they have been raped due to women wanting to be uh, sexually liberated to where a woman can dress up like a slut, and they do not expect and they do not expect a man to be sexually aroused, even though that is their intentions. They want to sexually arouse a man, but then they expect a man not to act upon his arousal. Amazing. All right, because we all know that the vast majority of women who claim to be raped really were not raped. If anything, they were falsely accusing the very men to shame the very men that they chose to have sexual relations with out of wedlock. All right. So, yeah. So are we celebrating that? I mean, what are we really celebrating when it comes to women? I think the women that should be celebrated are the women who truly understand that men were responsible for creating a world that is so simple to where women can take advantage of it and no longer needing men for anything except when it comes to wanting to blame a man for something that he had no business that or blaming a man for something that they knew didn't happen. But going back to the rape situation. I know there's a whole myth coming out that that there are women that are sexually assaulted everywhere, but yet same women that are claiming to be sexually assaulted are also the same women that would rather attack a man's bank account as opposed of attacking the man's freedom and making sure that that man is placed behind bars. For instance, I don't know if many of you are familiar with Sean Diddy Combs, Sean Puffy Combs, but this man was at the pinnacle of the music industry, and now he is being brought down by accusations made by the very men. I mean, by a woman who claims that she was sex trafficked. Yet this very woman, uh, I believe this happened. Yet this very woman, whose name is Cassie, uh, this supposedly occurred over a decade ago or so, and the woman is coming out now, and she's looking to file a lawsuit with Sean Puffy Combs, which basically goes to show you that this is all nothing more than a witch hunt. Why in the world would you want to falsely? Well, I mean, well, why in the world would you want to sue a man who you're alleging committed a criminal act upon you, as opposed of making sure that this man is behind bars because it didn't happen. She was not she was not sex trafficked. This woman decided to go along with the very thing that Sean Puffy Combs wanted for himself to experience, and she went along with the ride. She t- so he was able to get men that he knew to engage in sex acts with his then girlfriend while he was a lone spectator in the entire act. If the only thing that Sean Puffy Combs should be accused of is being a cuckold, not a sex trafficker. That's his only crime, was watching his then girlfriend get ramrodded by several men. That's what he is being accused of. That's what he should be accused of, is being a cuckold. But instead, she wants to turn it into um, a a sex traffic. I don't even know how can you even put that you were sex trafficked. Like, how? So you're claiming that Sean Puffy Combs made you have sex with other men and you agreed to it and you're claiming that you were sex trafficked? I'm sorry. This woman, when this all this occurred, right? This woman was of legal consenting age to do whatever she wanted to do. All right? That's 18 and above. The moment that you are 18, you are considered an adult. Now, this supposedly happened when she was 19. Okay, well, guess what? Doesn't matter if you weren't mature enough at that time, you should have known better. You should have known. You're the one that went along with it. All right? Are you telling me that Sean Puffy Combs had sex with you and then made sure that other people that he knew also had sex with you as well? And you didn't stop at one time to say, I'm not doing that. Then guess what? At that point, you are a consenting adult. And that meant that whatever you did with those men, you consented to it. And that's what happened to Cassie. Cassie was not sex trafficked. She was having sex with a multitude of men, like the dirty little slut that she was. She is not a victim. Cassie is not a victim. She is a dirty little slut. That's what she is. She is not a victim. So this is what we're celebrating with women? Amazing. That is amazing. Uh for those of you that are joining the live stream, let me know if you can hear me. Please let me know if you can hear me. I believe my microphone is on. I don't believe that I'm muted. I wouldn't mute myself. I mean, come on. I am the host, by the way. This woman asks, "Is this bait?" What do you mean by that? Base done like Frankie. No, ma'am, this is not bait. You let me know why we should celebrate Women's History Month. Give me an example of something that a woman was able to contribute that we all could be able to use in society. Something that benefited our lives in society that a woman was able to contribute to. Please tell me. It's definitely not bait. All right. We've given you women everything that you needed to do to even feel as liberated as you want to. Who's holding women back from doing anything? Nobody. All right. Wasn't it the very men that gave the woman the right to work and the right to vote, which I think were the biggest mistakes that we have ever done as a nation was to give women the right to vote because we all know that women vote with their emotions and not with logic. All you have to do is get a woman to feel good, and that woman will do whatever you want them to do. If you want them to jump through the pits of hell, the woman will do it, all because you made her feel good. All right? Because we all know that women are not going to sit back and think, hey, you know what? Maybe jumping in a pit of fire the won't won't be the most beneficial thing for my body. Maybe jumping in there, maybe I might actually die doing it. But you know what? The guy was able to make me feel so good that I just took a chance. Giving women the right to vote and giving women the right to work are the two very things that really um, put those were the two things that were really detrimental to our society. We really should have never allowed a woman to ever work or ever vote because it's going against the woman's nature. The woman's nature should be to help the man when he's at home, not going out and working just like a man and trying to compete with the man. Amazing. Let me know what you guys think. Really, I really want to hear your opinion. Let me know what you think. All right. Did I miss anything here? Did I hit all the points? Let me know because I would truly like to know why we're celebrating Women's History Month. And I find it funny that we're celebrating Women's History Month, but yet there's no month to celebrate men. None. No month to celebrate men. Do you see a Men's History Month? No, but we have Women's History Month as if women contributed what? What did a woman contribute to that we all can benefit from in society besides birthing great men? Outside of that, what else have women contributed? Absolutely nothing. For the most part, in general, women are useless. Women need men in order for a woman to become beneficial for herself because women are emotional and men are logical. All right? A man wants to get things done, a woman wants to feel great about how she feels. A woman can care less about fixing things as long as it makes her feel good, then she'll engage in it, even if it's not within the best interest of the woman. That's the reason why the man needs to be there to save the woman for her from herself, because women make terrible decisions on their own because women make decisions based on emotions. So again, why are we celebrating Women's History Month? If you guys can come up with something else, um, leave a comment after the live stream. Please do. And people, I've gone on for about a whole hour. This, we are now going to conclude this. But listen, I am all ears and I will listen to any type of critique that you people have as far as why Women's History Month should be celebrated. All right. Well, let me start. Should we celebrate Women's History Month? Should we? Leave a comment in the comment section if you think so. Leave a comment in the comment section if you don't think so. All right. But I'm still trying to figure out why the hell are we celebrating Women's History Month? Because it is irrelevant to everybody. But leave a comment if you think otherwise. Leave a comment if you think so. And with that being said, this is the conservative. I'm signing off. I have fun, guys. Until next time, amazing. Amazing. Amazing.